Hello to all Leos and all Virgos out there, and especially you Leos or Virgos that were born right on the cusp with each other. This reading is for you, believe it or not. We're going to dedicate some time to people born on the cusps, okay? And to get our reading today, we're going to take a sign from Leo, sign from Virgo. We're going to take a tarot message for Leo, a tarot message for Virgo. Then we're going to look at a card and a clarifier for the best path to follow. Okay, so let's start out in the realm of Leo for the oracle message. I hope you guys are all doing well out there. I hope you're all in a place of good faith, good abundance, good nature, joy, all of the things that make life worth living around you. I wish all the best for you, and I want to thank you guys for commenting on the monthly and bi-monthly videos, and I hope those of you that have found yourself here will find a little bit of inspiration in being a cusp baby. I can't imagine it's being always a nice thing, or kind of maybe sometimes conflicting or confusing compared to others who identify strongly with their sun, moon, and maybe their rising are all like right smack dab in the middle of one, right? So here we go. Nonetheless, your oracle message from Leo is education, okay, card number 35. So at this time, all that you can bring in right now in terms of knowledge, in terms of wisdom, or just overall knowingness, like experience. So what this birdie, I feel, brings here is to remind the girl of no matter what your book smarts, this is also your street smarts here. And whatever you can bring in at this time is going to be serving you well in the future. You are on the right path as long as you are progressively learning in whatever it is that you're doing. So that's a nice message to see up there, okay? Let's have a look at what's coming in from Virgo as far as an oracle message. These decks complement each other so well, even though they're not the same deck. They're the same creator of these oracle cards. All right. And from the Virgo side, you guys have pulled in card number 41, soulmates. And look at the cute little penguins there with it. He's got the key to her heart, or maybe she's got the key to his heart, right? Or maybe they are who they are, and they love everything about one another. And there's a grander sense of this being like long term, and they're there by choice. There's room to go away, run away, walk away. If you're a penguin, you'd probably waddle away, but there's none of that happening here. Virgo is the drawingness, the closeness that you're coming towards that person, and maybe it's a member of your celestial family or a member of your celestial group that you've been tied to for many lifetimes. And some of you could be learning about this, or maybe you're starting to see this person through the law of attraction showing up and popping in and out of your life more often than not at this time. Okay, so coming in from Leo side of things, from tarot, let's see what we got up for you. I think the theme between those two cards is you guys learning about what these twin flames, soulmates, things, what it like. Of course we know what it infers, right? But what does it mean to you? Like when you look at yourself, your higher self, beyond what you're doing, what you have to do each and every day, right? Where does it bring you? And is it closer to happiness? And are you kind of weighing your happiness based on this connection with soulmates, right? And why are you still there? Well, probably the best relationships, whether they be it in the 3D paradigm or last lifetimes, are the ones where we're learning more about ourselves and seeing a reflection of our good nature in others and vice versa. Okay, so there's that learning. That's just the tip of the iceberg there. That and I'm a bit of a doofus when it comes to matters of the heart. I'm not going to lie, but when you put this together, when you're learning why it is we have soulmates, why it is we have twin flames, well, it's the scientific process. The learning begins again because they're there to teach you something or show you something. So Six of Cups. Some of this is coming up from the past here with what we've learned in the past. Some of you might be in a situation where you're going back to school. Other of you are in situations where you're like having to go back and look through like physical, almost like textbooks or old essays or things that you have written, or maybe you have children that are in school right now and you're just realizing how much the material has changed, and like this big tower in the background, like kind of being metaphorical of like how like our knowledge and our education changes. It kind of blows the roof off the last generation each and every time, with this storm of new understanding that like sweeps through our society and changes things. And just keeping up with it, I feel, right? It could be a battle, and that's what's coming in from your Leo side. They are, and like being able to express yourself through your wisdom, through your knowledge. That's very good. Okay. Tarot message coming in from the sign of Virgo. I don't have room to read that many cards. Wow, are my fingers ever fumbly right now? Let's get order back into this situation, get it all happening. Tarot message from Virgo. Maybe Virgo doesn't have a tarot message. Doesn't want. What is the tarot message for Virgo? It's giving me a midful, so it wants to tell a story. I'll try to make it brief, okay? Something long-lasting, right? Soulmates, right? We've got this singularity. So some of you are not with this soulmate, but you have a spiritual connection with this person, right? This could be a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius, right? You could have already been with this person intimately earlier in this lifetime, because we have this card of the past. These are education and Six of Cups are cards of the past. You learn it, then that moment's over, but that knowledge, because in the form of a memory, stays with you. So these are cards of the past, right? And this tarot is telling the story that some of you might be feeling like you missed out, or you lost out on a soulmate, or it's just very hard living a life where all you're having is maybe like a spiritual or a very etheric relationship with this person. Maybe your higher selves, you and the other person, the higher selves are together, but in 3D in life, you're very single, right? Doesn't have to be a fire sign. You could also receive additional help through other mediums, other channels to find this person, okay? And this is somebody that could have been your life and has already gone with a Three of Swords. So it doesn't always mean you lost it to another lover. It could just mean that it just wasn't the time, right? Or the person that you may be viewing as like if you are ever in a place where you guys are like, oh, I thought they were my soulmate, but they cheated on me. That's just, no, that's not your soulmate, right? And I keep bringing back to that because that's the overlying message, right? When we asked Tarot for a little message, it just gave us a story. So I can't help that. And so that's what's coming in from the Virgo side, you guys. So that's just what I'm saying is there's a lot of like putting the past in perspective here in order to realize that you need to be in a much more liberated position to draw closer to your soulmate at this time and find out through channels, through ways, through knowledge of how other people have done this, so you too may have been able to do this. Okay, so for your best path to follow, you guys have drawn the King of Air, right? So this is equivalent to King of Swords in tarot. This is a cool like Gaia Dreamer tarot that I picked up, and I really like it. So what we see here is forthright communication. We also see this place where education, where wisdom and knowledge are combined with this person. You may, at this time, these readings are for August. I forgot to clarify that for you guys off the top of the reading, because I'm not sure if we're going to like keep doing these. Hopefully we can. If we can get like, you know, a ton of likes, or not likes, sorry, if we can get like 500 views for each sign, for each one of these, maybe I'll keep doing them. I don't know. It's just kind of a round number, or 500 altogether for all 12 signs, because let's face it, you guys are unique, and that's why I want to read with you. And uniqueness comes with this King of Air. Leo is bringing some of this uniqueness, I feel. But with this card here, be efficient and effective in your communication. Maybe for those of you that are, connecting with this soulmate person on a more etheric realm, and you're very awake to energies, these relationships that we are able to have outside of 3D, be clear and concise with your angels and guides and with your higher self about, where do we stand? How come I can't be with this person, at present time? Or when is this person entering into my life? It's a matter of when. And communicate it. This is the card of like putting things out there, like using your knowledge, but yet still like bounce ideas off other people. Don't always say like, I know all the cards, or I've seen it all, I've already been there, done that for everything, right? You always wanted to be looking to keep your energy new and refreshed with this King of Air card. Okay, communicate effectively and keep the energy fresh. That's the advice from that card that's going on there for you guys born on this cusp. Okay, and for clarifiers, emotionally it could be some turbulence here. There could be some things that are making you sort of not really want to settle down. The feeling is, or like come to your senses about something, right? This key being again here something of liberation. We want to develop something that lasts, but before we get there, we have to free ourselves of whatever this captivity or this emotional turbulence that we've been feeling. And we've got to talk it out. The feeling is we have to hash it out. Or there could be messages coming in from our teachers that we may needing to make sure that we're staying open to that. Okay? All right. Hope that helps some of you or touched somebody out there. Please let me know in the comments section what you thought. As always, we'll love you lots, and we'll see you next time.